Top 10 Greatest Heartwarming Stories of Pets Loyalty and Love. Do you have pets or do you love pets? If so, you may already know the top 10 reasons why we celebrate Love Your Pet Day every day. Accordingly, most of us have pets, whether they are conventional animals like cats and dogs or unconventional animals like snakes or alligators. However, have you ever wondered if they love you or if they are loyal to you? That's why the world's #1 source of research-based content, the Daily Top 10, thought to share with you the top 10 greatest heartwarming stories of pets' loyalty and love. As we mentioned in our top 10 reasons why every pet makes the best life companion post, we can assure you that no one is more loyal than an animal you have formed a bond with. They are your most loyal ally, no matter what, and they will be inseparable from you. That is something we all need from time to time. When you need someone you can trust to always be with you, an animal is always superior to a human, as we have found out. Whether you are an animal lover or not, we firmly believe that these heartwarming pet stories will melt your hearts. So, watch the full video to know all the details about the top 10 greatest heartwarming stories of pets' loyalty and love. Furthermore, we would recommend you to watch the top 10 best and most popular dog breeds for first-time owners post for your additional knowledge. What is the greatest heartwarming story of pets' loyalty and love? Can you remember the top 10 most famous endangered animals in the world? However, the bond between a human and a pet is something candidly remarkable, and how unique that bond might surprise you. Pets have done some of the most remarkable things for their owners, and we're not just talking about playing tricks or games. We're talking about things that made the difference between life and death. Some of the stories on this list may be hard to believe, but we've done our research and can surely say that these stories are true. So, do you want to know the greatest heartwarming story of pets' loyalty and love now? Let's check out the rest of the stories and reach the best at the end. But before that, take a few minutes to check out the top 10 world best pet industry news and trends in 2023. Top 10, Mary's Little Lamb. Mary Had a Little Lamb is a classic nursery rhyme that is without a doubt must be familiar to you. Did you know, though, that it was based on an actual little girl and her lamb? According to the New England Historical Society, Mary Sawyer, a resident of Sterling, Massachusetts, during the 1800s, served as the inspiration for the lyrics of Mary Had a Little Lamb, as stated in Woman's World. According to that, Mary took a sickly lamb under her care after it was rejected by its mother and nursed the lamb until it recovered. Her pet eventually turned into her shadow and started to follow her everywhere. Later in life, Mary donated socks made from the first fleece of the lamb she owned. In addition, according to Modern Farmer, there is a statue of the fabled lamb and a renovated replica of Mary's house in the town. Top 9, Jesse Kazakin and Suresti. Heart Dogs sadly reported that the famous Brazilian man and his faithful travel companion died in a car accident on 23 May 2022, Monday. He was Jesse Kazakin, is an Instagram influencer and self-proclaimed wanderer. His travel partner was his golden retriever named Suresti, who died immediately on impact. They were nearing completing their lifelong dream to travel by car across the United States, from Brazil to Alaska. But unfortunately, they had to die together even before completing their dream. Jesse and Suresti had attempted this journey once before, but they had to postpone it with the travel restrictions due to the COVID-19 pandemic. However, their fans have shown love and support to the family in many ways, like sharing sweet words on the pair's Instagram and creating beautiful works of art depicting the two as they will be remembered. Top 8, Spencer, Boston Marathon's official race dog. Spencer, a golden retriever, who served as the Boston Marathon's official racing dog, passed away on February 17, 2023, Friday. Spencer became well known all around the world as an ardent Boston Marathon watcher. According to NY Times, Spencer faithfully waved a Boston Strong banner to cheer on hundreds of runners as they streamed by, regardless of the weather status. Golden retrievers and their owners assembled this year to remember Boston Marathon canine Spencer, who lost his fight with cancer. Thanks to these other golden retrievers and their owners, his legacy lives on at the 2023 marathon. On Sunday, they marched to the renowned finish line on Boylston Street close to Copley Square in memory of Spencer. Top 7, Monkey Attends Funeral of Man Who Feeds It. You may have already watched a video of a monkey giving his human pal a final kiss at his funeral, which goes viral on social media. It is one of the best pieces of evidence to show the bond between man and animal. The video started with a monkey attending the funeral of a man who cared for it and used to offer food whenever it visited his house. As stated in Amiko Hoops, the man was Pitambaram Rajan from Sri Lanka. As shown in the video, the monkey was sitting near the body of the man who was seen trying to wake him up. A person tried to move it away, but it refused to leave. The most surprising part is that the monkey picks up the dead man's hand and shakes it to seek his attention, and it nudges the dead person lovingly. Top 6. Dory the rabbit. We hear thousands of stories of mostly dogs and sometimes cats rescuing their owners, but have you ever heard of a rabbit who rescued its owner? According to our research, Dory was a giant rabbit who rescued her owner from falling into a diabetic coma. As reported in BBC News, Simon Stegel was watching TV when suddenly he fell asleep. While his wife assumed he was simply dozing off, Dory hopped on Simon's chest and began to thump on it. This drew his wife's attention, and she instantly realized something was wrong and took action. Surprisingly, Dory recognized the threat and was able to save Simon's life. According to Mr. Stegel, when he explained what had happened to his specialist, he responded that he had heard of cats and dogs behaving in this way, but never a rabbit. As shown in a YouTube video, due to its bravery, the Rabbits Welfare Association granted her honorary membership. Top 5. Bobby the Wonder Dog. Bobby the Wonder Dog got lost while his owners were visiting family in Walcott, Indiana, but traveled 2,551 miles by himself to get back home to Silverton, United States. According to Wikipedia, Ripley's, an American franchise, calculated the distance as being as much as 3,000 miles, approximately 4,800 kilometers. The dog was assaulted by a bunch of stray dogs when the family stopped at a garage. He fled and became lost. The family advertised in the newspaper, offered rewards, and went on searching. As Bobby was lost in an unfamiliar area to him, they eventually gave up, believing Bobby would never return. But only 6 months later, he appeared at their door, looking worn out and exhausted. After looking into the Brazier's allegations, representatives from the Oregon Humane Society were able to verify that Bobby had indeed traveled 2,800 miles during winter to get home, as stated on Bobby the Wonder Dog. Top 4. Tara the Fighter. In California, United States, a female tabby cat named Tara, which is also known as Zatara, saved the little boy of her human family from an attack by Scrappy, a dog who lived next door. According to Wikipedia, the incident was captured on a home camera system and more than 16.8 million people saw the YouTube video. Jeremy Triantafilo, a 4-year-old autistic boy, was attacked by a neighborhood dog on May 13, 2014, Tuesday, as he was riding his bicycle in the driveway of his family's Bakersfield home. When Tara tackled the dog, chased him away, and even went back to Jeremy's side to check on him. People greatly honored her, and she received the Blue Tiger Award and Special Award for Cat Achievement, as shown on YouTube. Top 3. Carrie the Mayor. Fiona Boyd was going about her normal daily routine one day on her farm when a cow mother who had just heard her calf's cries shoved her to the ground. She couldn't get back up as the infuriated cow kept assaulting her. As reported in The Guardian, Fiona thought she was about to be crushed by the massive cow. When she was about to give up her hopes, she saw her horse, Carrie, attacking the cow until she reached safety. After the cow went away, Carrie came back and stood beside her, protecting her from any further attacks from the cow. Someone might say Carrie was her bodyguard, the only difference being Carrie was a mare, not a human. So, it's rather unbelievable bravery on Carrie's side as fought with a cow that is almost twice her size. Top 2. Street Cat Bob. You must have heard many stories of rescued cats, but how often have you heard about cats rescuing humans? The story of the street cat Bob is perhaps the most well-known example of a cat's loyalty to humans. A wounded and starving cat was discovered by James, a homeless street musician in London, on a chilly night. James fed the cat and even paid for the injured cat's medical care with the little money he had left over, and as mentioned in Little Miss Cat, he named the cat Bob. James was a heroin addict who decided to enter a methadone program to stop using the drug. When he realized he needed to change for his cherished cat, Bob, in the spring of 2007. Wikipedia claims that Bob frequently followed James as he commuted to work and remained at his side the entire time. Their tale was turned into a best-selling book, as well as the global hit A Street Cat Named Bob. Top 1. Story of Hachiko. Hachiko was an extremely loyal dog who lived in Tokyo in the early 1900s. After his owner passed away, he continued to wait for his owner, Hidesaburo Ueno, whom he continued to wait for over 9 years after Ueno's death, as mentioned in Hachiko. It was brought as a pet by Hidesaburo Ueno, a professor at the Tokyo Imperial University. Hachiko would arrive at Shibuya Station every day after his daily commute to see his owner. This continued up until Ueno unexpectedly passed away at work on May 21, 1925, Thursday. Up until his passing on March 8, 1935, Friday, Hachiko spent every afternoon at the train station waiting for his owner to return from work. Most importantly, Hachiko is revered in Japanese society as a representation of fidelity and loyalty, and is also recognized in popular culture around the world through monuments, movies, and literature. Accordingly, Hachiko's story undoubtedly is the greatest heartwarming story of pets' loyalty and love. What are the greatest heartwarming stories of pets' loyalty and love? What makes animal lovers happy as a devoted pet is with a loyal and lovely animal, you can't go wrong. As we stated in the top 10 reasons why we celebrate International Polar Bear Day post. Animals make the most dependable and devoted buddies for both kids and adults. Pets are loyal to their owners and they will never disappoint you or ruin the mood because being near a loved one is what matters most to them. Here are the top 10 greatest heartwarming stories of pets' loyalty and love. 1. Story of Hachiko. 2. Street Cat Bob. 3. Carrie the Mayor. 4. Hera the Fighter. 5. Bobby the Wonder Dog. 6. Dory the Rabbit. 7. Monkey attends funeral of man who feeds. 8. Spencer, Boston Marathon's official race dog. 9. Jesse Kazakin and Suresti. 10. Mary's Little Lamb. It is not difficult to accept that animals have hearts that are similar to our own. In fact, they are more devoted to us than we are to them. Which of these tales about furry characters was your favorite? Please don't forget to leave a remark below and check out more home pets community posts like the top 10 most important safety tips for swimming with your dog, the top 10 best and most popular baby girl names in the world, and the top 10 best and most popular baby boy names in Asia.